Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for week 2 of the Dubai Sevens. It is going to be very exciting this game at the moment. Australia, the women's side, able to get possibly a 40-0 win over Spain, which is a little bit better than they did last week with it being 34-0. But this game that we are going to be covering, it is Fiji taking on France. Fiji, they did come 4th last week, but they have got a young side, 11 debuts. So now those guys have got a little bit of experience and they'll be ready to go for this game as well. I hope you are all doing well. We have got Johnny Blaze. We have also got Crazy NZ here for the very first match that we are covering on the channel. Our next match that we are doing is at 8:10 p.m. and that is going to be South Africa taking on, it will be Japan in that match, which will be interesting. Kiwi Gamer said hi as well, and it says, Dwubs has said hi, Hamish. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, mate. Was my birthday yesterday. So we are very similar in that regard, but 40-0 win there for Australia. Happy birthday, Hamish, as well, says Katie Dixon. Thank you very much. Was a relatively editing day, I guess you could say. I just ended up editing, I think, a whole heap of videos that were actually going to be coming out on the channel throughout the next kind of 24, 48 hours or so. But we have got Isaac possibly coming in for a live stream, not tonight, but tomorrow. We'll try and get a few of the boys together for that one. But nonetheless, this game between France and Fiji should be an exciting one. Fiji have full squad as well, says Adrian. They do not. They have still gone with those young guys that they had last week. So it will be interesting to see exactly how it does go for them. Talafolo out on the wing. He was one to watch out for last week for Fiji. Also, Yaya is another player. Tiba, he was phenomenal for his side. And I would say alongside a few of those guys, I feel like they will be able to get this win. The old back Fiji is going to win as well, says Regeta. Is that for this match or the whole series? Do let me know, because they are possibly, everyone wants to see it, South Africa versus Fiji in the final. We will have to wait and see whether or not it will be the case. So can you stream the Wellington Phoenix game today? As well as says Kiwi Gamer. We have actually got a couple other Sevens live streams that will overlap, but I am hoping to do some A-League in the near future. And cheers all as well, says David. Welcome into the live stream. And I hope you are having a good day so far. Series as well, says Ragetta. Do you think it will be South Africa in the final with them? You let me know. And hey, bro, thank you for the Sevens game. But no worries, mate. We have got a few more filmed that hopefully will be coming out in the next kind of 24, 48 hours type of region as well, including a couple matches that haven't actually been confirmed yet. We're assuming what one the final is going to be and what is going to be one of the quarter or semi-final matches. Let's go Ireland as well. And they're from Adrian. Ireland actually played very well last week, I found at times. So hopefully they do have a decent performance here. And it will be interesting to see how the women's side go as well. They just lost by 5 points up against the Fijian side for the women's, Fijiana, who were able to come second for that one as well. And happy birthday, Dwubs, in the chat from Katie Dixon. Also, we have got there, is this men's or all women's? Because on Sky, it's women's as well, says Liam Gaines. So this one, it is going to be the men's match. It has taken place in only about 2 minutes' time. It will be here and now, and it will be Fiji versus France. The women's Fijian side, they played just a little bit earlier on where they were able to get a win by 5 points up against Ireland. I got there. I hope so as well. Says what I get down. What's good, Hamish, as well. Says Lex X. I'll tell you what, mate. I am excited for the amount of sevens action that we are going to have, because it is pretty much the next 24 hours or so, or even you could say 36 hours, is just sevens. And then we got the Bulls versus Sharks, of course, for the URC that we will be covering. That is at 6 a.m. here in New Zealand morning. Hamish, working in my lab as well. It's weekend here. At least I can listen to the commentary while I work as well, says Josh Pike. So hopefully you are having a decent enough day, depending on the temperature. What temperature are you sitting at the moment, mate? Because I assume you would not want a lab to get too warm. And also we have got there, do you think I should do a custom sevens comp? Says Anna, and it is up to you, mate. If you do enjoy playing sevens, I know that when you play solo compared to playing with a couple people, it is a little bit easier to play the solos on Zap as well, says Katie Dixon there in the chat for the Zap pen as well. I do see. I don't even know where that's ended up. I feel like I might have put it somewhere, maybe half by on purpose, that I wasn't going to be able to find it, and now I cannot actually find it, which is probably good news for me, because that means that no more shot pen is around. But they are showing their Legal. He will be open there. His French side, tell you what, if they can win this game, that will well and truly mess up Fiji's hopes of being able to go through. I believe they still will, because this is a relatively tough pool, but it's also one that Fiji should be able to qualify in. And okay, newbie, subscribe and smash the like button as well, says David as well. And also we have got their Zapien new emoji, next emoji as well, says Katie Dixon. Perhaps it could be. And also Conroy, best try scorer, mark my words as well. Yeah, very good player, Conroy. I am looking forward to seeing him play into the later fixtures. I believe I was going to be doing Great Britain versus Ireland, but I'm not too sure whether or not I am still doing it. We have got there afternoon. I've come back for another visit as well. Says Trucking Down Under. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It must be 1:45 there if I'm not wrong. So hopefully you are having a decent day. What temperature are you sitting at the moment? Do let me know. We are sitting 19 degrees Celsius here in New Zealand, which is actually pretty warm for us, but I assume in Australia it will definitely be a little bit warmer heading into summer. But now it's kicked off by France for this first match of the men's. Has it gone 10? Yes, it has. And it has gone into touch, though, so it is going to be the line out here for Fiji. We have got their Hamish. Our birthdays are basically the same. We live in the same country, same part of the country, and in the same country. That is just a coincidence as well. Says Times there. Now it's going to be a good step once again for Fiji. They look like they're just going to be kicking off exactly from where they left off with Rasaku there, running it for Talatholo. Offloads it nicely. Oh, he doesn't quite take that one, though. Little knock on. France have got the advantage now, looking to the right-hand side. In a good position on the field, only 30 metres out. Looking like they're trying to keep the ball alive as well, which is important to do up against Fiji. As soon as you give them time to set. Oh, it's a good step, though. And I believe it was by Riva now on the outside. And France looking strong in the early stages of this one. Still driving forward here, and it is going to be Trabal. 21 years old. He's younger than me now, and he is still out there for the Sevens in Dubai, and it is certainly looking like a hot day. It's in the morning at the moment. That's a great step on the inside there for the French, and they are going to score the opening try of the match, and it is going to be Perez who was able to score it. Fair play. He's just managed to do that. He's just gone out, and he scored the first try of the match for France, and this kick will be relatively easy for them as well, I would think. So we will put it at 5-0 for now, but that is a brilliant start to the match for the French. We have got there for 45 p.m, mate, as well. So which part of Australia are you from? I know that someone said Western Australia, but I feel like they could have been wrong in that regard. We have got their temperature is a lovely 23 degrees Celsius. Winter is lovely in Oman as well. Says Josh Pike, and also we have got there Cook the Man some eggs as well in the chat, and also hope you're well, brother. That was a great step there from France, and then in the end, Reva passes it on the inside, and Perez able to score the opening try of the match for France. Decent start as well. He's done very nicely. He's almost got the same haircut as myself, except his does look a little bit better than mine. That is for sure. I normally try and hide mine behind my head, but he can't really hide it with all the cameras on him. Now it is going to be bouncing up there. Talatholo, though, has got the ball. He's got pace as well. Can this be the fire straight back for the Fijians? It sure is going to be. And he's been able to score at Talatholo. And just like that, Fiji take the... they just respond straight away, I guess you should say, because France, they were able to get that conversion. 5 points to Fiji, 7 for France. Talatholo scores it. He's going to be one to watch out for. New South Wales as well. Sees it trucking down under. Very nice part of Aussie. And we also got there Toso Les Blues and Ales Viti as well in the chat from Sebastian. But what a run from Talatholo. He's 6'5", and he runs like he is just, he's an Olympic sprinter, that man. He just keeps on going. And I feel like he is going to be one to definitely watch out for. He was on debut heading into this competition. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him quite a bit more throughout the series, which is in January. I believe the next leg is going to be late January. And we have also got there, hey, howdy, hey, brother, from Katie Dixon there as well. It's a decent strike, but it's just away to the right-hand side. Had the distance for the kick, but the score will remain 5 points to Fiji and 7 to France. Kicked off by Fiji once again, bouncing back on the side of the French, and it's the try scorer Perez now, trying to link up with the men on the outside, and it looks like France have come to play for this game, which is great to see. I believe they finished about, I want to say it was 8th or 7th in last week's one. They will certainly want it to improve on that, but now still keeping the ball alive nicely. They've got the man overlap on the outside, passes it now nicely back into the hands of Reva. Good pressure in the breakdown from the Fijians, still available though. And it will be Lagal now passing the ball back. Perez once again, he's been very prominent for them in the early stages, and now once again it's going to be the step there from Trabal. Nice step, but now up to the 40-meter line. Perez once again fires it back across. They are trying to drive their way forward here, France once again, and they've got the men. I tell you what, they look like they're playing with 8 or 9 men on the field at the moment. Every time they make a pass, there's someone out there. Riva. Oh, it's a penalty there for a little bit too high from Fiji. We have got their hello there from Ellie Hills as well. Welcome in to the live stream. We have got plenty of sevens action coming today, which is very exciting news. France versus Fiji. We got to see this match last week, and the Fijians able to get themselves the win there. They are behind just a little bit here, 2 points, but it was a very good early try for France. It looks like they're going to take the quick tap, and once again, it is going to be Perez. Who else who would be taking that one now? He's got the ball on the overlap. Nice big lobby pass out to the winger, Trabal. Once again, trying to break out of the tackle. Nice offload there. And now it is going to be Pasquale. I have to actually get used to saying these French names. I haven't actually said too many of them. Penalty to Fiji, taking the quick tap as well. And now it looks like they are going to be able to drive their way forward. Beautiful run there from the Fijians. Ball on the outside. Who else? Delatholo down the wing. He has been stopped though. And now a lot of pressure on the Fijians. They've dropped their ball. Perez now has got it back for the French. Stepping nicely. And it is going to be there. Marvin O'Connor breaking nicely. Still going here, Fiji, but they have to defend hard because France have got a quick man on the outside there. Almost broken his ankle there. That's not what you want. He's running backwards there for France. Perez once again firing it on the outside. It's looking like a wide cutout pass might be open for Rabal soon if they decide to use him instead. It goes back Perez. It sounds like he's the only one that I know of France, and that would be half by true, but also because he's touched the ball about 20 times in the first 5 minutes. Back on the side of Fiji, and Talathola now. They'll be attacking forward pass. No, it's not called forward. And now because of it, I believe it's going to be the second try in the match for Fiji. Good pace shown by the French player, but he's not going to be able to stop him. And it is going to be Satoranga who has been able to score it. Fiji now take the lead. There was a pass on the halfway that I thought might have been marginally forward, but Felipe Satoranga is the man who was able to score. And now Fiji take the lead there, but it was from Talatholo. Did the pass. Yeah, they are saying possibly forward, but does count at this stage, and it is going to be the try there for Fiji as well. We have got there, all is good, all is well, all is sweet. Hope everyone's doing well as well. A little bit of the rhyme from Sebastian there in the chat, starting us off with the weekend of Dubai Sevens. There are plenty of matches, I should say, like this. That's the thing. Last week seemed hectic, and we didn't really do too much union. We've also got the Bulls versus the Sharks game that has taken place this weekend, and also that is tonight, 6 a.m. And also we have got the match on Monday morning, Leicester taking on Harlequins. That's going to be a very, very good game. Hi, mate. My exam is finally over as well, says Johan. So you will be able to enjoy maybe watching the Blitz box go right through to the final. They're on an 18-match winning streak as well. Try as well in the chat from Johan. And now France once again. And have this ball a little bit hesitant there for the defense of Fiji. Just waiting to see where they're going. Nice tackle there from the Fijians, and it is going to be the penalty, though, for France, leaving his feet there. I believe it was the try scorer, Satoranga, who just got it a little bit wrong, and one of the French players staying down a little bit longer was their number 8, Migno. A go blitz block as well. Bulls versus Sharks as well, says Johan. It is indeed happening for the URC. So pretty much because of the other games getting cancelled, it means that we do get to see the Bulls take on the Sharks for the URC. That is at 6 a.m. New Zealand time, which I assume you would be sitting at 7 p.m. South African time. Maybe. Abel, let's go Fiji, and at the moment they are leading going into halftime, but we have still got a line-out throw here for Perez. Well, it's been one of the standout performers for France in this match so far. Just ends up with the ball all the time. Got it again now. Going to be going back across field. Rabal now on the outside. Going to be linking up nicely. I believe that's the first touch that we have seen almost for Pasquet. But now on the outside, Marvin O'Connor passes it now out to, it will be their fullback here. Lagiel driving his way forward nicely. Talatholo trying to counter ruck here, possibly getting it. No, not quite able to. It's going to be the penalty for France once again, and just a little bit offside for the Fijians. We have got there no conversion as well. Says it was Marcelo. No, they did end up missing that one, Fiji, so they are remaining 10 points to 7. Now it's going back on the outside. And it is going to be Trobel. He's actually a long way off his wing. He's on the left side rather than the right here. Pasquale once again passes it back across to Perez. Now looking on the outside, Legiel, nice, beautiful inside ball. And a good fend as well from France. The quick hands. Now it's looking good for them. Pasquale steps on the inside. Can he get there? Nice step on the outside. Now offloads to O'Connor. One more. Out to Rabal, and he scored it in the corner for France. Or have they? We've got a double blow the whistle. They're going upstairs for a hello as well. In the chat from Grozy and Saturday has got there George in the chat. And Bulls will win. They always win against our South African teams. But against the overseas teams, they always lose badly as well. And it's going to be the try for France. So they have been able to take the lead back going into the second half now. 12 points to France and 10 to Fiji. We have got there. What do you think? Do you think anyone can stop the Blitz box? By the way, how you doing, Amish? As well, says Aiden. They're going to be a hard side to stop. Like at the end of the day, 18-match winning streak. They will make it through the group stage relatively unscathed, I feel. But it's going to come down to those quarterfinal, semi-final matches. Who are they going to get matched up with? Who knows? We could end up seeing Fiji versus the Blitz box in a quarter or semi-final match, and that is frightening to know that that match could be taking place that early. Good strike of the ball. Not quite enough, though. Hits the post, and it will remain 12 points to Fiji. 12 points to France. 10 to Fiji going into halftime. And I am also doing very well. I think I must have been pretty tired last night because my throat is a bit sore, and I think I may have been snoring flat out because I have been trying to catch up on sleep for this weekend because we're going to be up till 8 a.m. today. So we have still got another 13 hours of being awake here for all the rugby that we are going to be having. We have got there Go Fiji, Go Love from New Zealand as well, says Kiwi Gamer there, and also Hi Crazy NZ. And come on Fiji as well, says Johan there, and try for France. says Sebastian, and also my blitz box are unstoppable. Yeah, at the moment, they're looking very strong. Definitely, I mean, Selvin Davids, for me, has been one of the absolute standouts for the blitz box. Like, he just keeps on getting better and better, scoring. I think it was 6 tries from 6 matches for that man, which is very impressive. 13 hours MG as well, says David, and hey, David, and the chat said Crazy and Zed. Yeah, there are times that I wonder whether or not I should have possibly gotten up as early as I did, but I think it was a smart idea. Then also tomorrow, I believe George, Daniel, and Isaac are all hopefully going to be coming round, and we will be just probably hanging out. Also, maybe doing a live stream later on in the day if I can convince them. But yeah, Isaac is down for the weekend, so we are going to be hanging out for that one. Hamish pulling a 13-hour shift as well, or putting in 13-hour shift. And also, Fight Me France as well, says Atal in the chat. And also, we have got their 13-hour stream, says Crazy and Zeb. We are not quite going to be streaming for 13 hours. We've got little breaks in between just to keep my sanity. But yeah, Talatholo at the moment scored one of the 2 tries that Fiji have been able to get. Kia ora in the chat as well from Johan. But I'm looking forward to seeing, maybe, I want to say it will be Ioane Teba, sorry, because he actually had a very good debut season, or debut round, I guess you could say, of the Dubai Sevens when he was playing last week for the Fijians. So it will be exciting to see what he can do. But also Perez, I'm excited to see if he can score himself maybe another try. He's been everywhere for France in that first half. And that's going to be fun, yo, as well. Sees Katie Dixon there. It's going to be kicked off high by Fiji. Talatholo, he is exactly who you want to be chasing it. Not quite able to take it, but now the Fijians going to be getting this ball back on the 22 here. Now that's Satoranga. Where's got it? Talatholo plays halfback now. Good inside ball. And now Fiji trying to run it hard, and it was actually Rasaku there getting that carry, almost breaking straight through there. Oh, it's an awkward one. But now Talatholo takes a nicely offload on the outside, and it's going to be the try there. And it is going to be, this is a hard name to say. It is the captain. It is Vakuranabili, who was able to score it. And yeah, boys, do a live stream for a couple of hours. Good last as well, says David there. And also we have got there, when are you going to do a video with BK Sports again as well, says Johan. We have actually got the Rugby Down Under podcast that is on Spotify, Apple, you name it, it is all on there, depending on where you get your podcast. But we have been doing that weekly for quite some time. I believe we're up to episode 19 now. And we did a little bit of a preview of the Sevens as well. Yo, Sebastian as well. And I can't find my watch as well. No problem. I'm sure Hamish can help me with the time in Romania at the moment. I know it was coming. 7:57 a.m. We'll go with that. I know you're 1 hour, but is it 1 hour ahead or 1 hour behind? Actually, no, yep, we're going to go with that for now, but I have a feeling it could be wrong. That one has gone over. Brilliant kick there from Fiji, and now they are going to be taking the lead, 17 points to the 12 of France. So it's going to be a relatively high-scoring game by the looks of it between these two sides. Both, great ball for Perez off the bounce. And now, once again, France are going to be on the attack. We have got there in the chat as well. Hey, Katie, as well, says Aiden there in the chat. And also, Fiji played amazing and beat everybody in the Olympics. Now they are losing to lower-class teams as well, says Tubbs. Although, to be fair, in favor of Fiji here, they have not got the men that they had for the Olympics. They have only got 2 of the gold medalist side in this squad. The rest are on debut. That's a drop ball from Perez. One of his first mistakes of the day, and now on the halfway line, it is going to be Fiji. We have got the scrum feed. We have got there. Sorry, Hamish. I'm a bit rusty. Didn't they play Dubai last week as well, says MC Luna? They did indeed, which is why it is a good question, because they have decided to do 2 in a row in Dubai. So pretty much it is 2 in a row for Dubai, and then we head in late January, they are going somewhere else. And then from there, it's kind of week to week that they will be going to different locations. But yeah, they do in Dubai twice in a row, which does mean that these sides are a little bit more used to the heat, because, I mean, you're sitting at, I always say, at 30 degrees Celsius. And also, it's just like hot, it's humid, and it is not an easy condition to play in. That is for sure. And yep, very young Fiji team, they'll be dangerous after a few tourneys as well. Says Crazy and said, yeah, I'm looking forward to when we get to see them in the Southern Hemisphere, really just playing that Fijian style of rugby that we do love seeing, because they are a very dangerous side. And it's got the Hey Katie Hopeful as well, Kia ora, Johan as well in the chat from It Was Crazy and Z. And also we have got there, is there any other rugby sevens, rugby games besides sevens this evening or tomorrow morning, says Aiden? So pretty much the only other one other than sevens that we will be covering is the Sharks versus the Bulls at 6 a.m. New Zealand time. We are going to be watching that one. It is a Rainbow Cup showdown, and it should be a very exciting game. Speaking of exciting, it is going to now be Rasaku, who's trying to go down the wing. Nicely done, though, by France. They win the penalty, and it was Jordan Sefu who was able to score it, or was able to steal it, I should say. And the breakdown inside ball from Perez is just not quite working out. And now Fiji able to take it back. Knock on, though. And that was, I believe, Daniel Yaya, who did drop that one. And now Perez once again driving forward. Pass it on the outside of Jordan Sefu back in the pace. Good inside ball to Perez, extremely close to the touchline. Sefu just rips it off Perez. At the moment, it is a two-man show for France now out the back line here. They've got numbers, and all they need is the wide cutout pass, and they will be scoring this try here. And it is going to be Jonathan Lagel who was able to score it. And France now sitting on 17 points as well. This is an important kick to come here for the French if they do want a chance of being able to win this one. Give Fiji their due respect. They lift the bar, and because of that, Sevens is awesome. Exactly right. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people look at the results and go, oh, Fiji, they finished fourth. But that's fourth with a side who haven't played together before. And 11 of those players haven't played on the Seven Circuit, which is frightening for anyone who has to go up against them. Because, like, at the end of the day, if these guys can do it and they haven't played any games of rugby, it's going to be exciting to see what they can do once they have had a few more opportunities. That was a very close kick for France, but now 17-all with 3 minutes to go here in the second half. We have got they go to Malaga in Spain after Dubai as well, so that's going to be very nice to see. And I believe it's late January, isn't it? Around that 24th of January, I'm going to say, as a random date. That one's gone backwards there in France. Once again, going to have this ball in hand. Pasquale now decides to go away to the left-hand side. Just stepping straight sideways here for France. Anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are covering plenty more games of the Seven Circuit, including all the semi-final, quarterfinals, and the final as well. For the men and the women now, it is going to be Jordan Sefu. Ever since making his way out onto the field, he has really started having the impact. It is now going to be the wide cutout pass, something that Fiji is normally prominent in, but at the moment, France are using it against them, and now it is going to be a great run there from the number 10 for France, now breaking through 10 meters out here for France. And can they score themselves another one? Could it be the match winner? He's going for the corner. He scored the try as well, and it is William Aruguha, I believe is the pronunciation there. And he has now taken the lead here for France. We'll add that one. 22 points to 17 now. They have been able to take the lead. And like I mentioned before, this is even more of an important kick here. If they can get themselves a 7-point lead up against the Fijians, that will be incredibly impressive. And I'll say, hey, Katie, I'm doing good. I hope you're well doing. Hey, howdy, hey, brother, how you do? And the chat from Katie Dixon, but he just saw a corner there, William Arugua, and he decided, yep, that will do. I will score this one. It's not going to be the easiest kick, though. Hello, Amish. What a wonderful game so far as well, says Kevin. Yeah, it is certainly fast-paced between these two sides. Last score, Fiji 24-17. Could it be again as well, says MC Luna? Perhaps if it is in reverse, who knows? Maybe it could be possible. Although now at this stage, 22 points to France, 17 to Fiji. Fiji, if they get a converted try here, they will win this game. Possibly. There's still a minute left. And we have seen plenty of tries happening. Oh, it's not quite taken by the Fijians. And now once again, France, they have this ball in hand, and they have been keeping this ball alive pretty well throughout this whole match, and that is something that they have really looked like they are working on for in between rounds. But now it's going to be a nice inside ball there. Back now, it is going to be Demurtia. Got it nicely. Pasquale now going to the try scorer here. Another number 4 jersey. He only came off the bench recently. Now once again, Demurtia trying to break his way through. 20 years of age. I'm hearing all these ages, and I'm realizing everyone is younger than myself, and they're in Dubai at the moment playing for their countries. Going to be stepping sideways now for the French. They have got 30 seconds here. If they score a try, they win this game. If they don't score a try and Fiji score a converted try, it is going to be a win for the Flying Fijians. But at the moment, France breaking the line here. Plenty of pace. Are they going to be able to catch him? Talatholo is right there. Match-saving tackle there for Talatholo, but it is still on the side of France. Jordan Sethu fires it back. Huge amount of space, 10 seconds left, and it looks like France might just try to close out this game. Little grubber in behind. He decided that was the choice. Was it the right option, though? Now Fiji inside of their own and going here. It's going to be running all the way down the field. He's tried to do the kick downfield here, and he's not going to be able to win the foot race. And now France kick the ball out. They have beaten Fiji here for the first match of the ball play. We have got there Vive la France as well. Oh, time off here. Oh, they're checking whether or not the Fijian was checked here. This might not be over yet. They are younger than all of us as well. Says the fashion, that is exactly right. And also we have got there, been rearranging the furniture to make room for the Christmas tree as well. Says it, Katie Dixon there. And also we have decorated our tree already as well. Says Crazy and said, maybe I do need to get something Christmas themed in the background. Oh, this game's not over. 6 late tackle for France. So Riva giving away the penalty there. Poorly Riva. And because of that, Fiji get to take the quick tap just outside of their 22. This game's not over yet. We're going to see there. He did kick it. And then they have said that he was tackled. Oh, that one. Okay, they are saying it was contested. So now 22 metres out from their line. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. We have still got one more chance for Fiji to be able to win this one. They want to convert this one if they do get the try, but then even a draw for them at this stage. I'm sure that they would love every point that they can get. Going to be a good run forward from the Fijians. 25 metres out. I'm a friend from Auckland as well, says Johnson. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. It is great to have you here for a bit of the sevens action. We haven't got New Zealand in this competition, but they will be soon. That's going to be the knock on this time, and that's going to be now the end of the game. So it was just a little bit later than we did expect, but France win this game up against the Fijians, 22 points to 17 now. And we have got the Amish. It doesn't take too long to join the 2-0 club as well, says David. Yeah, I did turn 22 yesterday. And I mean, at the end of the day, now I feel like it's very easy to remember, I should say. The next time it's going to be this easy to remember is when I turn 33, because I only got to remember the one number. It's got their GT Amish, George, and they'll try on the ball. And hail hopeful as well, brother Amish, as well, says Johnny Blaze. It is indeed, mate. Although looking like Fiji, they will not be too happy with that one as well. And nice win from the French as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, they've started well. And that's the thing. In that group at the moment for the Flying Fijians, I will quickly read out exactly who is in there. Because when you hear the other sides who are in this pool, you've got Argentina. They are one, and they are going to be an interesting one. They could be the dark horse once again to try and possibly get themselves through. But Argentina, they are going to be taking on Spain. Spain are also a side that could upset, though. So it is Fiji, Spain, Argentina, France. And at the moment, France are going to be sitting on top of the table. They are making their way out onto the field now. Happy belated birthday, brother, as well, says Johnny Blaze. Thank you very much, mate. And we are hopefully going to be doing some sort of stream/video/filming tomorrow. Australia men were able to beat Kenya there 21 points to 14. So they were able to get themselves a win as well. But yeah, the boys are all going to be coming around tomorrow, hopefully, so that we can plan something here as well. But the next live stream that we are going to be doing on the channel, 8:10 p.m. is when the next one is taking place. And that will be South Africa taking on Japan. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got plenty more sevens action that will be coming today, as well as the Bulls versus Sharks game at 6 a.m. New Zealand time for the URC. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all. Oh, yeah, it's got there. They're in their 20s, repping their countries, while I am 30, struggling to touch my toes as well, says 99. Tell you what, you're not the only one, mate. I'm 22, and I can hardly even touch my calves. Like, I do not have that flexibility. Like, when I see people touch their toes, I'm thinking that they must have like some limbs dislocated or something, because like I'm trying it now. I'm not even close. Like my shins, like tying my shoes, I definitely have to bend my legs. That's for sure. We also got the two bros. We'll be back bongs to sink as well. And also, Drew, yes, happy belated birthday, bro, as well. Says Alex Saxon, happy birthday, Amish as well. Says Sebastian, thank you all, I should say, at 99 in the chat with the laughing from Johnny Blaze. And nonetheless, luckily, we don't have to be athletic to be able to watch the rugby. So that was a thumbs up from myself. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all in an hour's time for our next live stream between South Africa and Japan. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.